Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy.
Welcome to Real Estate Live with the Real Estate Guys, Aaron and Jacob Taylor.
We're keeping it real, we're keeping it current, and we're keeping it fun.
Las Vegas' #1 real estate show.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE. The real estate guy.
So I'm just off. You can't hear me, I'm off.
We can hear you. Get on here. Let's go. Welcome, everybody, to Real Estate Live with the Real Estate Guys.
I hear another station.
Jacob
I'm
Taylor
irritated already.
and Aaron Taylor.
I'm so irritated.
Your Real Estate Guys.
You just deal with it. I really am. You know, so fucking irritated
Oh, my
with it.
goodness.
It's going to have to bleep that out, but I am. Every time there's something wrong.
You've been
It's
here
like,
for half an hour.
yeah, but it's just, oh.
Okay. Well, anyways, we got some good stuff for you guys today. Let me thank the sponsors real quick. Fidelity National Title, the best title and escrow company out there, always taking care of our clients, handling all of our escrows and making sure title's secure, funds are dispersed correctly. Thank you, Fidelity, Sydney Cimarelli, Julie Cimarelli, Jennifer Vanderbeek, all those great people over there. And then we got Sheila Merrill, Leo Home Loans, and Dustin the Heart with Mutual of Omaha. Our fantastic lending partners out there, taking care of all of our clients on the lending side, getting them some loans so we can help them buy a house. We appreciate you guys. Always doing a great job. And our favorite restaurant in Graves Creek Cafe, where everybody knows your name. And I've always got the day. You want to be there, kids. Where everybody knows your name.
No, Jacob, I got to tell you, you're getting better and better at singing this. I like it.
I'm pretty solid, I think, huh?
Yeah, you're really good.
Thanks. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for joining us today. It's an exciting time. Christmas is in the air. You know, approaching 2026. I think everybody in the real estate market is excited for the new year.
This shit doesn't
You know,
work.
it's gonna be a great 2026. My dad's still over there in the corner yelling and cussing at the air.
No, I mean, can you hear me? Because can
Yes,
you hear me
we
through
can
the?
hear you
Yes, we
fine.
can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Well, my microphone is playing something else. It's not set up right. I get irritated. I pay a lot of money for this shit, and then it doesn't work. Like at least 1 out of 4 times, and it bothers me. It just bothers me. And I was in a great mood today. I'm never in a bad mood, but for some reason today, like this just really bothers me.
I can attest. He was in a very good mood.
I was in a really good
It
mood.
doesn't seem like it.
And then it's like, come on. I mean, I had great things to talk about. I was excited to be here. I just need to get over it.
Yeah, get over it.
But at the same time, I guess for people that are listening, I mean, I guess we're like real people, right? Because we have good days, we have bad days, and I have a lot to share this morning about what's going on in the market. And, you know, I wanted to go over the buyer's presentation and seller's presentation, but I can't hear out of this. Hear the other station playing? There's another station playing out of my head.
That's fine. But you talk and you can hear me fine. You're good.
Yeah.
Get over it. Let's go.
I'm over it now. Okay, I'm over it. I'm going to send some texts though in a minute to everybody that I can think of and let them know that I'm just tired of it. Like, come on. Anyways, we thank our sponsors because I can't hear, so I guess we did.
I did.
702-310-6683. If you want to call up and tell me to chill out, stop being a baby, and get over it, which I'm telling myself. 702-310-MOVE. All sellers, all buyers. We do cash advances. We do property management, commercial. The real estate guy is the number to call. I probably wouldn't call me now, though. Maybe don't call me now.
Give him a few minutes.
Yeah, maybe give me a few minutes to go. Why don't we go over houses of the week, Jacob? So we can go over those and get those done.
Oh, I'm going to save those. I'm saving those ones
You
for
are?
next segment here.
All right. Well,
Let
I
me
just
get those
thought.
on both. But one thing I I will start to touch on is just kind of our expectations for next year and whatnot. Like I was saying here previously, 2026, it's going to be a fantastic year, and I think most real estate professionals are pretty excited. It's just going to be a much better year, volume-wise. I think transaction-wise, it's going to be better. I think we're going to have better appreciation for homes. Right this year, shoot, by the time it all settles out, I'd be surprised. Most people probably didn't have appreciation at all, and if they did, it was very minimal because of the drop we had the last 6-7 months. Is that going to continue into next year? Probably a little bit, but I think it's going to recover strong. I do think we should see more volume with the lower interest rates, and we should continue to see the interest or the Fed rate lowered at least a few times throughout the next year. And that's going to keep spurring demand. And I think, we're going to have some 3,000 sale months next year. We haven't seen those in a while.
I think they're coming once these rates drop a little bit more and we have some different programs coming out. I think that we're going to see those 3,000 month sales. I bet you we do in January and February.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the total number of homes sold this year was off the top of my head, but I bet you it was probably under 30,000.
No, just single family homes?
All
probably like
combined.
24, 27, something like that. We'll know here pretty shortly.
Yeah, I would say we go a little bit more than 30 next year, I would suppose.
Yeah.
Based on what I think we'll do with sales. But anyways, yep. So we'll touch base a little bit more on the full market stats we have available for you guys here next segment as well. It'd be shocking that inventory is really dropping. It's really dropping. Like we know, there's a lot of people waiting to throw their homes on the market until the new year. But there's been some pretty solid activity for the last few weeks.
Yeah, we've had the sales. Usually inventory will
some,
not drop. It just kind of stabilizes.
Stagnates, yeah.
But we're having sales, which is a good thing.
It is. So, yeah, I mean, we've got, I'd say by when the new year starts, we'll have just a little under 10,000 homes on the market. In January, we should do, I've got high hopes. I would love to see like 2,800 homes sold in January. I don't know if that one's possible, but I think it's going to be close.
I think so.
2,800 to 3K. Right, with the pent-up demand and all the extra closings that missed out in December. January could be very hot. Why are you guys looking at me like that? What'd I do?
No, he has one camera to him. Where the other one is. Oh, I'm like, dude, we get half price today, one camera? No. I just noticed it. I'm like, but actually, I'm sitting here. I'm really trying to get myself back in the.
Trying to distract yourself with other thoughts.
Yeah. And yes. Yeah, Mark, look at Mark's texting me. I told him I just lost my cool on the air, and he's texting me, he goes, F-bombs? And I'm like, yes. He's like, oh, no.
Oh, no.
I'm like, yeah, you know what? They might just not even have me come back next week. This morning. But, you get frustrated after the course of years, and
I think it was a valid crash out. But
what's that?
I think it was a valid crash out.
Josh.
Yeah, it's like, man,
Josh,
you just want things to be right.
Thinks it was a valid crash.
It's always it seems like every week it's always something, and it just gets very frustrating. And so
it reminded me of my daughter when she can't figure out what to do.
Oh, I definitely felt like a 2-year-old right now. I was definitely having a tantrum. But I want here's the thing. I want the board to be set up. I want it to work. That's not much to ask for, right?
No.
I want people to show up on time. Not you, everybody. I want everybody to show up on time. Because I come in with coffee. I'm in a good mood. And, and I was in a really good mood, right, John?
He was in a good mood.
I mean, we were having
Apparently
fun
not
on
that
YouTube.
good if a messed up board sent you off the edge.
No, we were, man. But I don't know. Something just clicked in my head. Oh, my God.
In the time that I went to go get you and back, something happened.
Oh, yeah. Something
Well,
definitely
did you
happened.
sit here? Because you got here at 8:40. Did you just sit here and eat the whole time? You never just turned it on? Or
No, I did. I went to the microphone. I said, hey, we good? He goes, yep, you're good. I go, hey, and then I said, okay. And then I didn't think about it. And then I said, hey, I can't hear the station behind this. And he goes, oh, hit the top right hand. I hit the top right. all these stations, but then I just went away. So I hit this on and I pressing buttons and I'm like, just frustrated. Like I probably took it out of content.
I don't know.
Sometimes that happens, right? We
guess.
do have when we come back though, JT, I really want to talk about like the selling process and the buying process. Not just what everybody thinks what happens, but actually what we do with our presentation, what we go over, the benefits that we give our sellers, how we go over the net sheet, how it works. Because so many agents just don't do that. You know, a lot of times they don't even go over like comps properly. They definitely don't go over net sheets because they're afraid of talking about numbers. And they don't go over like the competition, and they don't bring them reports. And then when they talk about marketing and advertising, nobody does what we do to market and advertise. Would you agree?
That's true.
I would agree. You could hear Angelo. I cannot. So why don't we just take a break? I know we're a little early, but I just want to take a break. Angelo, I don't care if you take a longer break.
You click the button.
And then we'll come back.
I swear, JT, when I came here first, he was in a chipper mood. We were going over golf stuff, talking about what we were doing last week, and
Well, no, because you know everybody has
hitting good shots.
No, everybody has a threshold,
No, I understand. My dad's the same exact way.
and
You
I've
don't
been
gotta-
dealing with this for years. Like not years, but we've been doing this about a year now. I guess it seems like it. And every time it's like the board doesn't work, or all right, thanks, or someone doesn't show up. I've had that happen before. One of the microphones don't work.
You heard him, right?
Yeah, I heard him.
Yes, he hears you.
Okay, we're opening up a new show. It's a new show. The first 10
estate
minutes.
guy.
Hey, that was really good. That was a good clip. Welcome, everybody else, to Real Estate Live. Hey, I'm in a much better mood now. You guys all missed the meltdown earlier on another station. I had a complete meltdown. So sorry. Didn't mean to do that.
He was throwing a tantrum.
Nobody's perfect, right? Josh, is anybody perfect?
No one's perfect.
No one's perfect, JT. But we got a great short show for you today. Let's thank our main sponsor, my buddy, John McGibbon, Grape Street Cafe. Yo!
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Bum, bum, bum. All right, enough of that. Fidelity Title, Neo Home Loans, Neo Home Loans, Dustin, my boy, Sheila, my sister. We got them all out here. So you need to get a refi, you need to buy a house. Call us up, 702-310-MOVE. If you need a trust, call us up, 702-310-6683. If you're listening to this show, more than likely, you're around my age. And if you don't have a living trust, then you need to call us so we can help you with that. And most people think, oh, yeah, I did it. Well, there's certain things you have to have past that. So just, maybe do a little tune-up and check it out. Make sure you're all good. JT, I want to go through the selling process.
Okay.
A lot of people think, yeah, you hire us to sell your house, but they don't know what to expect. And even if they don't call us and use us, and they call their cousin or their friend or whoever, at least we could tell them what to expect, right?
Right.
So, and I'm going to give you, we're going to power through this because it's a longer process, but we're going to power through it. So behind the scenes, you call us, make an appointment, come list your house. What do we do behind the scenes before we even go to their house, Jacob?
Whether we have enough time or not, order a prelim so we can get I like to compare the prelim to a Carfax.
Like a Carfax.
It's more
Know about the house.
right?
Boom, go,
Carfax
next.
to the house.
Property profile.
Do homework, right? Get a property profile from Fidelity.
Yep.
And then start running comps on the property based on, what pictures you can find available. And
Okay,
then
so we
kinda come
run
up with the
comps on
range.
solds.
Right.
We would like to see something current in the last 6 months,
Right.
right? And then we sit there and we go through pictures of everything that was sold because we got to have that vision in our head before you go to the house.
Right.
I mean, that's what I do. Do you do that?
Yeah.
Because
I usually, sometimes if there's a lot between remodels and not, I'll even mark them 1 through 10 so I have an idea. Like, this is a 10, this is a 3, this is
I
a
do
6.
the same thing, right?
Yeah.
And don't ever think that we think if the house comps out at 500, I don't walk in your house and I think it's 500. I'm looking at your house compared to what I looked at. And I've seen
Right.
thousands of homes and I can be able to adjust for that, right?
Exactly, yeah.
If an agent ever comes to your house and has a net sheet pre-filled out with a price on it, That's telling me they don't even care what you're talking about your house. They don't care about your upgrades, your not upgrades, your this, your that. I mean, they just don't. That's a bad thing to do. I tell agents, don't do that.
Right.
Don't go pre-filled
Oh,
out.
yeah. I mean, I'd probably adjust my number in a house 3 or 4 times throughout the walkthrough.
Yeah, all the time. It's in your head. So we run the comps, look at the sales. Now, what else? What I do, I look at the outside 2 or 3 mile perimeter too, not just the neighborhood, because I want to see what's the actions going on in the entire area, like the whole Southwest, the whole Northwest, the whole Centennial Hills, all of Pahrump, all of Mesquite, all of. I want to feel the pulse of the whole area, right?
Right.
Okay. Then, boom, I look at the competition. Because when it's a buyer's market, competition is even worth looking at more than if it's a seller's market.
Okay.
I want to know the competition. I want to know what's out there. I want to know that if I price this house at this price and it looks like this, what other 10 or 15 houses is that buyer going to look at? Because that's going to tell me where to price it to.
Right.
Right?
Of course.
Then, boom, boom, double boom. Look at the contingents. Because the ones that are contingent, show or no show, what's that telling you, JT?
Right. What buyers are biting on?
That's telling you what buyers are biting on. And that's so important. So it's not just, hey, the last one down the street sold at 510, so, my house is nicer, it's worth 520. It don't work like that. There's so much more that goes into it behind the scenes. Then we have our coordinator prepare a listing packet for us. Now, we used to do it on iPads and stuff like that, but we find out a lot of our customers just like to read it and sign it right there in front of you. You know, that the younger people, oh, yeah, give it to me on my phone, I'll sign it. But we like to sit down in front of you and kind of go over it from soup to nuts, right? Go over it from beginning to end. So we do that, right, Jacob? We prepare that. Then we bring some cakes. We like to come over with some cakes. We don't want to come over empty-handed, right?
Right.
So we got everything together. We got the cakes. We got the listing packet. Man, I'm fresh. It's in my head. Now, before I walk in their house, I don't know what you say, but I have a little premonition. Not a premonition. I have a little saying in my head, because even though I've listed, without exaggeration, 3,000-4,000 homes in my career, right? I still get some butterflies. I don't know why. It's just like even before I golf, I get little butterflies. So I sit in the car and I tell myself, Aaron, you're here to help them. You're extremely knowledgeable and good at what you do. So go in there and do your thing. When I say that in my head, everything goes away, and I just remind myself, I'm not there to have them sign paperwork or to sell their house. I'm there to help them. Right, Jacob?
Right.
We ask them the right questions. Give me some questions that we may ask them to help them.
Okay. Some of our favorite questions are, why are you selling? Or,
why are you
after
selling?
knowing a little details, what's your situation?
Right.
Try to
Are
get
you
some
moving out of state or are you
more
staying in town?
details.
Going from 2-store to single store.
And in a perfect world, how do you see this transaction playing out?
Yeah, we want to know their expectations, right?
Right. So you can really find out what their motivations are, so you know how to help them.
Right.
And
And
asking expected timelines, or maybe a timeline they want versus what they expect.
Right. Are they buying another house?
Right. Yeah.
Is all your money tied up in your house? Do you have any money in the bank? If you're buying another house because you need earnest deposit, you have moving expenses,
Right.
you have to be out before the house closes.
Do we have somewhere to go to sell
Right.
vacant? Do we need a lease back? Do we need all the good stuff?
The more information that they give us, once they gain the trust from us, right? Because that's key right there.
Right.
If they gain your trust, they'll tell you everything.
Right.
But we're there to help them. So tell us everything so we can get you to that finish line. It's more smoother, not faster, not slower.
We don't really care to know your fine-tuned details about life and this, and we don't want to pry, but we need to know certain aspects to guide you the best way we can in a real estate transaction.
Well, I'll tell you something personal that happened to me recently. I talked to a guy. It took him a while to gain my trust, and I found out he had cancer, stage 4, and he has like 6 months to live.
Right.
That changed everything on how I'm going to help him.
Exactly.
Completely everything. If he didn't tell me that, it could have went completely sideways.
Right.
But after I talked to him about, my family, my struggles, what we go through, just we're down to earth people, right? Nobody's perfect. Look at social media. No one's perfect. There's no perfect couple. No, it doesn't happen. So everybody has those situations. So we So we do all that, right? So we walk in the house, knock on the door. Now, I've trained you guys, and the reason we do this is because it works. We hand them our cakes, right? When they open the door, and what do we say?
We go over the process on how the day's gonna go. We basically our goal is to let them know how the president or how we're going to do things, right? So we say, hey, we're gonna do just to tell you how we do things here. We're gonna do 3 things. First, if you can give me a tour of your beautiful home, I'd love to get an idea on what I'm working with.
Yep.
Second, I'm gonna sit down and give you a presentation about myself and the real estate guide team and how we can help you. And then third, we're gonna head right into the numbers, the nuts and bolts,
baby. That's it.
And boom.
Boom. Walk in. I
And
want
then
to
I'll say, hey, can I please set my stuff up over
Yeah.
here and choose a table?
Yeah, I kind of choose the table because a lot of times people will direct me to the couch.
Right.
And I'm like, no, it's business transaction. We can get to the couch, but I need to like put up my laptop and kind of do that. And then when you set those expectations up for anybody, I don't care who it is, right? Even with Josh, even with AI, if you tell them what the end goal is, set the expectations up. If there's bumps along the road, then it's more tolerable. It's a better experience if you just let them know. So when we say after you set up, you put your laptop up, what you just said, hey, I'd love to walk your beautiful home. You got to walk the beautiful home because if you don't, you're telling them you don't care what it looks like or doesn't look like, right? And if you sit down and don't tell them about us, we're not creating rapport.
Right.
So you got to tell them about our numbers and what we do and how we're the top 10 real estate in Nevada, and you know how we spend money on marketing, on radio, on TV, on 140,000 people in our database, radio show, radio, TV, Google, social media. I mean, everything we do to sell the house, then, we're not doing what we're supposed to do, right?
Right.
Not very many people could go in there and say what we do.
That's true.
We do. Then we go over the nuts and bolts, go over the comps, what's available. We show you that we know what we're talking about. That's so important. And then we go over a net sheet with you because we need to know you need to know what your costs are, everything. Half of escrow, title insurance, transfer tax, HOA package, resale, HOA demand, commissions, transaction fee, home warranty, boom.
Right.
They got to know that. Right, Josh? If they know it, they feel good, right? If you don't go over it, they don't know.
Right. And depending, and I know you're the same exact way because I've seen you do it 100 times as well, but depending on the client's level of need for information versus trust, like changes how long we go over each part of that process, right? And then what personality type they might be.
That's key.
But in general, even just like looking at it from a top end perspective, if the client trusts you and they're ready to move forward, you might not necessarily spend an hour going over every page of the paperwork because they want to just to get it done.
Right.
And go
Well,
over
you made a
the
good
plan
point. You said about personalities.
right.
So the presentation to some degree has to be tailored to their personality,
Right.
right? If they know they're going to hire you and they already love you, trust you, you already know it, right? Well, you might not go over everything, but there's certain things you just can't leave out. You just have to do it faster.
Exactly. Yeah. Like
And
if you're going over the duty zone, you might not spend 20 minutes going over the duty zone. It
Right.
might be 2 minutes
Right.
or 30 seconds.
Exactly. So, and then that's pretty much it, And then whether it's going to be and it takes us about 10 days to get the house listed.
Right.
We do the virtual tour. We do all the real estate 101 stuff, flyers, brochures, postcards, all that stuff. We do. Open houses.
Realistically, we could get the house listed though in 4 to 5 days. Soon, as quick as we can get photos scheduled, the house could be.
If they need us to. We can do it in 1 day if they need us to, if they're in a hurry. But we like to have 10 days because we have other people that we help. And then we have a coordinator that's assigned to it. So they don't just get the listing agent, they get the coordinator and the marketing director. So we got a whole team of people that when you need to talk to somebody, we're a phone call away. Like, I dare you guys to call our hotline right now and it not be answered. Our hotline number is 702-310-6683. 702-310-MOVE. Jake, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to go over the buyer process.
All right.
From beginning to end. I want you to go over that more because you do a lot of buyers presentations and you know that process really good. All right, We'll talk to you in just a minute.
All righty, folks,
Let's
we're
go.
back. You are here with us at Real Estate Live with the
We're
Real
back
Estate
on
Guys.
some stations, and some stations we never left.
We never left. All
We're
right.
just there.
We are going to be starting the buyer process. You kind of heard the majority of the listing process, right? The
Yeah, the
selling
selling process, yeah.
At least the prep stages until we get to the house sold, right? On the buying process, how it starts, right? First off, generally speaking, you're excited to look at a home. You found a home you like. I would say 9 out of 10 times it starts off that way, where the client already has at least 1 or 2 homes in mind they like. So what do? They start calling, right? They call around to agents. Maybe you don't already have a best friend or someone that's an agent, so you start calling around. You land on the real estate.
See, that's wild because when I help a buyer, they don't have a home.
Really?
Nope.
I feel like
They're referred to me like early on.
So
in the process.
most of your buyers come through referral from
all
close
of them
friends.
do. All of them do. Yeah. So I'm helping them with. They don't.
So most of these people listening will be more on my end though, because they won't be your best friend already.
Yeah, they won't be really good friends.
Already. So
Fair that. Bless you, son.
excuse me. You call in the real estate guys. We set up an appointment to meet with you, right? You tell us what you're looking for. What?
Bless you.
Jeez.
Hey, I get you, man. That would be feeding the hidden hard right now.
Yep. Always for me. Anyways, all right. So you call about a house. We're gonna do one of two things: either schedule an appointment at the office or schedule an appointment at the house. We try to do the office first.
I think if you trim that mustache that you got going on like above your lip, that you'll probably stop sneezing because look at his stash, Josh. I mean, it looks like the Reno 90210 guy, whatever, right? Did I show you that picture?
I know you're talking.
That's
I got to show you this
disgusting.
picture. You're going to laugh.
I
But
used AI to make a disgusting photo of me.
see how his hair grows? You can't even see his lip. Like, don't you get a little clippers, Josh, like this?
I do, just a little bit here and there. Just a tad.
Well, dude, sorry to mess you
anyways.
up.
Yeah, let me talk. I'm
Go
talking
ahead.
about important stuff.
I know you are. My bad,
Two
bro.
people just tuned out and said, I don't want to hear about this dude's mustache.
Damn, now we have one listener. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so we scheduled the appointment at the office. We're going to meet you at the office. Boom, buyer's presentation. First, I might introduce you to a few people, or I might do it throughout the process, but I'm going to give you a buyer's presentation and go over the whole buying process. Because even if you've bought a house before, the laws and NRS statutes, everything always changes. And you know what? You maybe only done it a few times in your life, so we want to go over it again so we can kind of set up the expectations on how it's going to go.
Yep.
We're going to go over meeting with the lender, getting qualified, getting that pre-approval so that we could start our hunt. Going over how the process works of submitting an offer, and then what an escrow process looks like, right? So we're going to go over the contingencies, the important dates, right? And, what's negotiable, what we go through.
And our presentation that we legitly have put together, it shows the flow
Right.
on how everything works.
we have
So
a
they
specific
know ahead
slide
of time.
that
They
goes
get a
through
copy
everything.
of it.
Go through, estimated cost out of pocket, right? So we're going to go over, your earnest money deposit, your inspection, what that's going to cost, your appraisal, what that's going to cost. Then, discuss briefly cash to close, right? So the total extra funds, the closing costs. Again, go in detail about all the contingencies and what they do, how they protect you and protect your earnest money. And just go through the full length of the process, right? After we go through the process, of course, the floor is open to questions at any time. So depending on the questions that come up, the flow of that presentation goes
And
in
there's
many
a lot of
directions.
questions.
And then at some point at the office, I'm almost always going to introduce you to our coordinators and our marketing directors, basically our staff, and kind of show you our office so you get to know our team and
meet your
realize
coordinator.
we are a little larger than just ourselves. And then kind of set them up. From there, it's really just about house hunting, right? So getting some searches sent out. And usually, like I said, they have a home or two picked out. So I usually try to add a few more that are very similar so that we can compare, this house to this one that they really like already.
But we also, when we have them in the office, because we love to meet them in person, we put the actual MLS up with all the homes that are
I'll pull
available.
MLS and search with you right there.
And I say, give me your wish list.
Right.
Like, I don't care what you've seen on Zillow or Realtor.com or these other sites, they might not be available.
Right.
So I fine tune it with them so they understand how we look for it. And then then they're more tolerable. It changes sometimes your views on what they want or don't want, right? And then I also find out, Jacob, that even people that are experienced really appreciate us doing the presentation and going over everything because it's not like they do it every day. Let's say someone's bought 5 houses in their years. Well, that 5 houses could have been over 20 years or 30 years or 40 years. So they appreciate going over those steps again, right?
Right. And like I said, just things change, right? If you haven't bought in 10 years, the laws are different.
Yeah, they are.
You know, things have slightly changed in the way a transaction is done. So just, doing our best to make sure you are as educated as possible and you're aware of what may happen, right? Because given, and I can speak of this from experience for sure. I know you can. Not setting expectations ahead of time, it can be a lot harder to handle down the road when something comes up. Whereas if you went over it and talked about this, hiccup that could have happened in the transaction, and it comes up, you're like, hey, buddy, we talked about this.
Yeah.
Now we're just ready to now we're going to deal with it, right? This happens.
And some of the hiccups are, let's start from the beginning, your house doesn't get accepted. Because
Right, your offer doesn't get
we
accepted.
asked too much. Or they wanted to go slow, and we said, hey, I'm telling you right now, they're not going to accept it. They're going to reject it, and they do. Or the earnest money's too low. No, we need higher earnest money. We want what we asked for, right, during that negotiation. Or during the due diligence process, right? That's the first 10 to 14 days where you do the inspection of the house, which you could cancel for pretty much anything, right? Well, something comes up that we talked about. They didn't want to fix it. They didn't want to negotiate it. Or trusses aren't good, foundation's not good, or there's something structural that we just like, we don't want to buy this. We talked to them about it, right? HOA resale package comes in. They thought they could park their RV in the front. Come to find out they can't. Cancel. Get your earnest money deposit back, right?
Yep.
Loan contingency. We never have that problem because when we go to our lender, they tell us they're good. They're good.
Right.
We don't want to hear,
Unless you went out and bought a new car.
Yeah.
That's on you.
Yeah, it's marginal. Right. Like, it's a funny story, dude. I'm going to go buy a new car today, I think.
Okay.
And I called Dustin because I'm doing this refi in the prep house.
Right.
I said, Dustin, is that car going to affect me? Whatever. He goes, Aaron, it don't matter, dude. Go buy the new car. It doesn't matter. Enjoy yourself. Go buy the new car. So, it didn't affect me, but it could affect some people.
If it's close, yeah.
But I know that what I tell people don't do, I'm like, Aaron, I'm about to do this.
Well, you checked with your lender. That's
I checked.
That's the only thing that matters. You can do whatever you want if your lender says so. And then if it's a failure on your loan, it's the lender's fault, not yours.
Yeah, he told me, he goes, Aaron, nope, you're fine, dude. You can do it. I'm like, all right. I was nervous because I think I'm going to get that new car.
Do it. But, okay, let me go over. Let's take a break real quick because we're 9:45. Let's take a break real quick, and then I'm going to go over the houses of the week and some market stats for you guys for the last segment.
All right, perfect, because that's what they're listening. That's really what they want to hear, right?
They want to hear some real estate content,
Let's do it. Well, we have been giving a real estate
yeah, we've been pretty good today, besides your crash out.
Besides my meltdown.
Yeah.
I do apologize. If anybody did hear me earlier, I did say a couple swear words, and the station actually texted me and goes, was one of them an F-bomb? And I'm like, well... But they bleeped it out.
He was throwing a tantrum.
Yeah, you guys didn't hear. Angela, you got me covered, right?
I do got you covered.
Yeah, so they were bleeped out, but I was definitely on a roll this morning. We'll be back in a minute.
Alrighty, back. Oh, I skipped a few words. I said alrighty, back.
It's like squeet. Hey, that house is 1,400 squeet. Like, what's squeet mean? Square
Anyways.
feet.
All right, I got houses of the week.
702-310-MOVE. 702-310-6683.
Going to bust out some houses of the week real quick. We're going to play Guess That Price.
I'm going to give it a shot. Let's see how close I
All
am.
right, 11148 Star Lily Street. So that's 11148 Star Lily
That
Street.
seems like it's in the Northwest.
This property is in 89141.
Oh, Southern Highlands.
It is 2,079 square feet with a 2-car garage.
Two-story or single-story?
It is a 2-story,
Okay, lot size.
4,000 square foot lot almost.
Okay.
3-bedroom, 3-bath.
What year built?
With a loft, 2005.
Okay.
What's that price? Any other questions? 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,000 square feet.
460.
515.
Oh, shoot, it's overpriced. No, I'm just kidding. I think they should be under 500.
Well, you can guess who listed it after saying that.
Bart. I know. I hope it wasn't one of our listeners. I hope you're not listening. They really should be at 5.
Yeah,
Here's why.
probably.
If you're flirting with 505, 510, 515, I know you're trying, unless it's worth 515, you're underpriced it, right? 500 is such a huge barrier.
A threshold. Yeah, so I was taught. I'm going to tell a quick story real quick because I have that scenario playing out right now. Have some clients that are under contract right now. I think we're under contract at 400, I believe, with like 5,000 closing costs, something like that. I could be mistaken, but it's very, very close to 400. Their property potentially worth 410, right? Like 405. Like we could have listed at 410, 415, and maybe got 405, maybe 410.
Yeah.
And I know they know this too because I went over it with them. But they wanted to be gone. And they didn't want to wait until after the holidays necessarily. Like in their hypothetical,
They want it sold.
They wanted it to be sold in a reasonable time.
5,000 isn't going to change your life.
Right. And the difference is we went under contract in a week after being on the market instead of being on the market for 3 months.
And you got full
and
price.
Then and then carrying those costs anyways for the extra few mortgage payments, the extra few utility bills. Well, they want to move to, the other side of the country and be there.
And they want to go.
Husband's already there shopping right now and we had the offer come in while he's shopping. It was perfect.
Yeah.
Right? Boom, let's go. But then they hit us with $12,500 on the request for repairs.
Bye.
Over polybutylene plumbing.
Bye-bye.
Polybutylene plumbing.
Yeah, but you can tell them to go away.
Well,
you can negotiate.
I've got them down to 7.
I was going to say,
right
you get them
now.
halfway.
And I told them the only way they're getting 7 is that they go up $2,000 in purchase price. And then they can have their 7. If not, they can take 5 or bye-bye.
Or bye-bye, because you'll have it. So, and sometimes, you know what I do? I had this on stage. This attorney was going back and forth with me on the repairs. As soon as I knew he was giving me trouble, I put it back on the market. I just put subject to prior cancellation. I put it right back into I showed him I wasn't playing around. Right. I wasn't dealing with you. And he goes, "Hey, I heard so you put the house back on the market." I go, "Yeah, because you want $50,000 in repairs. I told you that was our bottom price. Why do you think I'm going to change?" Like, some people think that your word isn't your word. Like they're going to negotiate you down. He goes, "What's the lowest price?" I said, "This is the lowest price. Take it." He goes, and then he kept negotiating. I go, "Okay, there it is. Try to hit me with $50,000. Try to backdoor me. No, ain't going to happen." We ended up getting more for the house.
Right.
Anyways, but yeah, with that, you price it right.
Yeah, no, it's just a matter of like, you guys have to think about like, is it worth to get 10 to 20,000 more if it's going to take 3, 6, 9 months longer?
It could be in another situation.
It could be, yes. But a lot of times with sellers, you're selling because of a reason. Most people nowadays, right now, we're not selling because they just want to sell.
Bro, we had
There's
a client.
Reason.
We were on the golf course. They called us. He was in contract with another agent. I said, "Hey, I can tell you what we can do for you, but I can't tell you how to fire agent or do, you got to handle that one on your own, but this is what we can do for you." Next day he calls us and goes, "Okay, I don't have my agent." They were moving out of country in 6 days. And
That's
he goes,
when he
"I'm
bought?
not sure you can help me, but yeah, but we need the money in 6 days." Did he get less? Yes. Did we give him the money? Yes. I gave it to him in 3 days.
Nice.
They were happy. Okay, next house. Let's go. Let's see if I can get closer.
The point is,
tell me who lists the house by that to help me.
Okay, fair.
If it was Mark Danabursky, I was closer.
That is fair. All right, 1956 High Mesa Drive. This property is in Henderson. It is built in 2000.
Okay.
It is 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It is 2-car garage attached, 1-story, single-family residence, 1,277 square feet.
Is it in Sun City, Anthem or something, or that's gonna make?
Yeah, it is Sun City Anthem. Yep.
See, because if it wasn't and built in 2000, and Henderson, I would say it's probably worth between 3 and 350. But because it's in Sun City, I'm gonna say it's worth closer to 4.
You are pretty dang spot on.
What is it?
385.
Yeah, because Sun City
That
55
one, that
and over.
one was Mark D.
Yeah, that was Mark D's, right? So they listed it right. That should be a good price.
Okay.
And yeah. And if you guys are thinking I have these numbers and this stuff in front of me, I don't.
He really doesn't. You could go watch the podcast. I have
I don't have no idea.
Our
this
marketing
house.
director helps prepare some info for our radio shows and emails it
But
to
I
us.
should know this. I mean, it's what
You guys
I
got
do,
a camera
right?
camera in there. Do you guys not?
Yeah,
Oh
we
yeah,
do.
it's the camera.
It's recorded. All right. Anyways, 2606 South Durango Drive. Built in
Sounds
1980.
like a condo.
Built in 1989. It is a condo, of course. 2-story condo, 964 square feet, 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
No garages.
Listed by Bart and no garages.
And what year built?
1989.
Dude, he better be under 300. Oh my God, he better be. I'm gonna say 280.
No, it's 240.
Oh, okay, good. I thought when
That
you
was
said
good.
Bart, I'm like, oh my God, here we go.
I told you that one, but that one looks like it's
so
priced
he
well.
priced it right.
That one looks
It should
priced.
sell 240, 250.
Okay.
Hey, how much time we got, Angelo?
All
I
right,
don't think
we only
have
got a
too
few
much
minutes.
time.
I got to go over market stats. All right,
Okay, go over what's going on.
10,000 homes on the market. That's it.
Wow. That's condos, townhomes,
Everything.
and houses.
Everything.
10,000 even?
10,000.
Oh, we're going to drop below 10.
Yeah. We've went from 11,600
600, yep.
down to 10,000 in the last 2 months.
That's a big market change.
That is a lot.
That's not just a change. That's a trend now.
That is.
So get that one. Right? We went from 11,600 homes in the market in the last 2 months to 10,000 and below. That's not a market change. That's a market trend. We are trending downward, which is a good thing.
Right, with inventory. And our sales, are
Are
doing
steady.
surprisingly well for the holiday season, right? We went over November sales, and we talked about how, I was wrong on my predictions. I expected less. I expected it to be a little worse. I didn't think the spurt in interest rate activity was going to actually increase sales right away. And it really did put a lot of activity out there for us, right? We had a great November. I believe just comparatively to last year was better than last year's November.
Oh, yeah, for sure it was.
In terms of sales.
Hey, our buddy Steve Hawks just sent me a text about Zillow. We got to get Steve.
Nice.
Steve, if you're listening, will you get on this show?
Hey, we've never had a realtor before, but I think we would have fun.
No,
with
Steve would be
messing
great.
around.
He would talk. I mean, he's just fun to listen to because
we have denied many realtor requests,
because he gets crazy.
but we would have some fun with Steve.
But he knows his stuff. He really understands
100%.
the politics of real estate, and he enjoys it.
But anyways, I got to tell you this real quick because this
Go
is
ahead.
important. This is a crazy number.
I'm listening.
What do you think sales were the last 30 days?
Well, normally they would have been about 15, 16, but I think it's 2,000.
It's 2,300.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, it's a great sign.
Yeah, that's a great sign.
And we know, just so you know, a lot of people schedule their closings.
So we can tell them to know, and I know, and Josh knows.
Yeah.
Angelo?
A lot of closings for December get pushed to January because people don't want to close between December 25th and
Well,
December
they try
30th.
to get them in by year end, but a lot of them don't.
Yeah, but most people, buyers especially, they don't want to close
Around the holidays.
Yes, they're going to close in the beginning of January.
So that's
gonna
already
see-
prepping us for a big January.
Yes, which is normal, but given there's still this many in December, I think January is
Yeah, we have 3 or 4 houses that we haven't even.
Crazy!
Well, probably more than that we haven't even put on the market yet.
Oh, yeah,
We're waiting.
a ton. I have 2 or 3 on my own.
So they should call us, right, JT? Should they call us or Steve?
Call the real estate
Who
guys.
should they call?
I'm not going to dog on my guy.
I'm not dogging him. I love him. He's my friend. But I don't want him to call
He
him.
posted a video the other day that I think was pretty cool to watch. He called the boom. He was watching them print all the money during COVID, and he's like, don't sell right now. It's about to go crazy. Don't sell.
I know.
The one time he wasn't dooming and glooming, he knew.
That's hilarious. Well, hey, it ended up being a great show today, JT. Sorry about my meltdown earlier, son. It happens to the best of us,
You're
right?
good.
All right,
You're good.
702-310-6683 for all your selling needs, buying needs, commercial, property management. Let's do it. Call the real estate guy. 702-310-MOVE. Have a great weekend, everybody. See you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
The Real Estate Guy.